baby? What's up? This is the gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about episode 11 of The Mandalorian, all right? This one was called The Heiress, all right? The Heiress. I don't know who that refers to. I'm sure it wasn't Paris Hilton. If that were the case, it might have been called The Airhead. Just kidding. I don't know Paris Hilton, obviously. She's in a totally different tax bracket. So it's just jokes. All right, so anyway, The Heiress, The Mandalorian. This was a pretty decent episode, guys. I'm going to double down on what I've been saying for the last couple of, topics, that I've been talking about The Mandalorian. I mentioned this also on the last episode of The Dark Council. I do feel like, if anything, like everybody's wondering, like, what is this season about? What is the actual purpose of this season? And I say the purpose of this season is to sell toys. Yes, toys. Ho, ho, ho. Christmas is coming. And I think Disney Lucasfilm is seeing that bottom line. You know what I mean? All I'm seeing this season is merchandising. I'm seeing, quite honestly, quite a few cool ideas for possible action figures. You know what I mean? And in different sets, if you talk about Lego sets and stuff like that, it's all there. And ultimately, one badass video game, because that's what it seems like to me. It seems like we're going from level to level, searching for the Jedi, and on the way, we're meeting different colorful characters who are giving us these side missions, you know what I mean? Where you can collect enough coins or whatever, where you can, keep leveling up with the armor and all that stuff. And, you got Baby Yoda, who every now and then you can tap into to do a little random force act or whatever. I'm telling you, it's going to happen, okay? I don't hear anybody else saying this. So when you hear somebody else say it, give me my props in the comment section, all right? Let people know, yeah, that dude, that crazy dude, the gospel according to Mark with a C, he said it, all right? He was among the first to say it. It was me! Okay, so anyway, the episode finds Mando, and he's still looking for, those of his kind. He wants to bring Baby Yoda back to the Jedi, and in this episode, we meet some people. We meet some more Mandalorians. They're not Mandalorians like Din Djarin is. They're a different kind of Mandalorian, and you can always tell because they're taking off their helmet. It's like every time the Mandalorian runs into what he considers to be another Mandalorian, they take off their helmet. If I were the Mandalorian, I would be thinking right about now that I'm being punked. You know what I mean? Why can't I take off my helmet? Everybody else is taking off their helmet. Hey, guys. Hey, I see what you're doing. Very funny, guys. You know what I mean? No, it doesn't make any sense, They might as well have had a Mandalorian custom that says you can't take off your pants. Like, what? You know what I mean? But anyway, so he meets this character, and from what I understand, she's like a callback to the Clone Wars. She's a character from there. I think her name is like Bo-Katan or something like that. So Bo-Katan, who's played by Katie Sackhoff, Katie Sackhoff, all right, who I really, really like. I mean, I ever since she played in Battlestar Galactica, she's like a sci-fi queen to me at this point. Like, she brings so much gravity and presence and honesty to the roles that she plays. And this is no different. I want to see more of her. And I think The Mandalorian has done a great job of that. They've given us these characters. First, the other one who was played by Timothy Oliphant, he knocked it out of the park. You know what I mean? So The Mandalorian is kind of like, he's a playable character who comes across other colorful characters, who get all the best lines, who get all of the expression and stuff like that. But you follow him, like, it's his journey, and he introduces you to all of these other more colorful characters, but it's his show. So it's not like he's being outshined because he's still got plenty to do. He's got plenty of good stuff, to do and cool things and everything like that. He's got some really nice lines. But, in the end, there's a very interesting dynamic that's going on here, with the other characters. Because any one of these characters could actually spin off into their own show. And I think that might be what the producers are going for. They might just be seeing, like, which one connects with the audiences more. That might dictate to us what the next project or projects will be, And that's not a bad thing, because What we have seen thus far is Disney Lucasfilm like determined to keep going back to characters who have already probably died, or just not interesting. Looking at you, Cassian Andor, So yeah, there could be something here. And then they name dropped a very important character. Like I said before, I'm not going for the spoilers. Aren't you proud of me? I almost did it. I almost stepped in it. I almost smelled it. But no, I avoided it. All right. But by now, I'm sure a lot of you know anyway if you've been following all of this. So they sent the Mandalorian on his merry way, and now he's going to look for this very important character that we all know and most of us love. All right, as far as Baby Yoda is concerned, he did his cute stuff and everything. They kind of walked back, his murderous ways from the last episode and everything. So he's not necessarily, I can say that. I don't think it's spoiling anything to say he doesn't eat any more eggs. Which reminds me, it was very ironic. I had to have a lecture with my son this morning about eating too many eggs. And I had to just stop for a minute, like Mr. Roper from the old Three's Company, and just be like. Anyway. So anyway, like I said, it just moved on. It moved on to the next level. Like I said, almost video game like. You completed the level, and they did what they had to do. You saw some really cool villains in this one, by the way, guys. They showed the Empire. That was pretty cool. That was very refreshing. Of course, any satisfying adventure has got to have truly engaging, memorable villains. You can't have a true classic adventure story or a hero's journey without a real good, solid villain or evil structure. So there it is. So you got to see the Empire. You got to see a few memorable visions and stuff like that. Stormtroopers who were still in service of the Empire. And it was pretty cool, man. I'm not going to lie about that. I did appreciate that. So there are things that they're doing right for sure. So, like I said, go check it out if you get a chance. I should say, guys, I still don't pay for any of this, all right? I have my ways, like I said before. But you best believe, all right, if they do win me over, I wouldn't mind paying for it. So everybody who says or criticizes me about, watching it without paying for it, this is the great equalizer, guys, because Disney stole from me, all right? Disney Lucasfilm stole from me with that so-called sequel trilogy. I have not gotten my money's worth, all right? So, if I feel like it's going in the right direction and, I feel like they're making amends, if it's even possible, for what they've done in the past. And I don't even think it's possible, but that's a whole other subject. But, like I said, for what I saw, it was okay. It was good. It was moving in the right direction. I like the visuals and everything, and, the music is on point. And I do see some trying here. I do see some passion involved in this work. So I got to give them credit for that. But okay, guys, that's it for my first impressions on this. You can get in the comment section. Let me and other people know how you felt about it. Other than the usual, I don't like Disney anymore. I'm done with Disney. Okay, we all get that, all right? I'm talking about the people who might have seen it, all right? If you just gave up on it, that's cool. Believe me, I'm right there with you. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm an addict. You know what I mean? I'm a junkie. I got to see it through to the very end. But anyway, like I said, let me know what's up. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe. As always, the link to my Twitter page will be in the description box below. Come holler at a brother. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for rocking with me. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.